Hey guys, welcome back to a new tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this really cool lightning bolt effect on photos. And this tutorial is kind of inspired by the FIFA 16 wallpaper. Well, this kind of the theme. That's most of the designs have this kind of bolt effect. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to do that. And yeah, so we're going to be using this picture of Neymar. I could just close this real quick just so I could restart it. You want to download your picture, I just got mine from Google. And you just want to click and drag it in. And there we go, we have ours here. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make it dark. We want to make the background darker so that he stands out more, and so it gives the lightning bolt kind of more of a powerful effect. So to do that, we're going to go to our adjustments tab. If you don't have the adjustments tab, just go to window and adjustments right there, and you should come up with this, or you could just go to this icon down here, and you have them all here as well. But we're going to go to brightness and contrast, brightness right down to minus 150, and we're going to turn down the contrast as well. Actually, no, we're going to increase the contrast. Yeah, there we go. Just to make it as dark as possible. And now what we're going to do is we're going to click on our mask of the brightness and contrast. So you can see this white box little thing here. So you just want to click on that. Then we go to our eraser tool. Sorry. Then we're just going to go over the person. So basically, what we're doing is we are erasing the brightness, the effect that we had on the background, and we're kind of we're erasing it so that it's not on him. And yeah, so it basically make more sense if you just follow the tutorial and like perform it in Photoshop as well. Yeah, it's because that is the best way to learn, just by messing around and by doing it yourself. So that's why I recommend you guys follow the tutorial and do it as you watch. But yeah, so we're just going to go over the player just like this. So now what we basically did is we basically just made the background a lot darker, and yeah, we basically made him stand out a lot more. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add the lightning bolt effect. So to do that, we want to go to our brush tool, which is right here, and we want to make sure that our brush size is about it will vary depending on how big your picture is. Will depend on how big your brush will need to be. But make sure the hardness is on 0. The hardness must always be 0. But the size, you can see the size of the brush that I've got going right now, and try and match that. I'm using 10 pixels at the moment, so you can try 10 pixels. If it works for you, then go for it. But yeah, so we're just gonna make a new layer. Just go and click on the icon in the corner, and now we're gonna go to our pen tool just by pressing P on our keyboard, or we could just press on the pen tool icon there, and we're just going to create where the lightning bolt is going to go. So it's going to make a jagged line just like that, just so it goes just make it so it goes past them on each side a few times. And now what we're going to do is we're going to right click and go to stroke path, and make sure this is on brush. It can't be on pencil. Make sure this is on brush, and make sure stimulate pressure is on. So what that basically will do is it'll make the ends fade, and you'll see how it looks. You can see it kind of fades at the end, and yeah, it looks really cool. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to our shape tool, because as you can see in this example, there are these little circles on the corners, and I'm going to show you guys how to add those. It's really simple. Just go to our shape tool, which is down here. You might have the rectangle tool enabled, so all you need to do is press Alt and click, and it will go to our circle. You can just click and hold and go to ellipse tool, and you just want to go to the corner. You can zoom in a bit if you want to be really precise, and then just hold Shift and Alt at the same time. And what that basically does is it makes it expand from the middle, because if you didn't hold Alt, then it'll go from the corner, but if you want it from the middle, just hold Alt, and Shift basically makes it a perfect circle, because if you didn't hold Shift, it'll do that, and yeah, we don't want that. So we want to hold Shift and Alt, and just make it the right size that we want. And there we go, that's good. And now we can copy this over to this corner, and we can make it a bit bigger just by pressing Command T or Control T if you're on a Windows computer, and just make it a bit bigger just by dragging out the edge, and then we can just take it to this corner as well, and then we'll make this one a bit smaller, and just using our arrow keys just to make sure it's actually in the corner. Okay, that's perfect. So now we have our 3 circles and our lightning bolt, which is right there. Now you want to select all of them by holding Shift, and then click from the top one to the bottom one, and then you want to press Command E, and what that will basically do is it will merge all of them. So now it's all one, and yeah. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to our eraser tool, which is right here, and we're going to make sure that the hardness is on 100%. So just change that to 100. Brush size doesn't really matter, obviously it'll, like I said before, it'll change whatever depending on the pixels you're working with. And we just want to zoom in, and then we want to erase the lightning bolt from where we want it to go behind him. So so I want it to be behind his head. So you just want to make it go behind his head just real quick. Doesn't have to be perfect, just whatever looks good, whatever looks realistic. And there we go. So it comes out from under his chin, and then it goes across his body, and then we want it to go behind his body again, just like this, just by erasing it. And there we go. It looks like it's gone in front of him and then goes behind him, and it looks really cool. And then it finally finishes off by going in front of him again. If you see these kind of like these pixels that are kind of being distorted, that's because of your darkness and you didn't rub it out. So you just want to click on your mask tool again. Obviously if you did it right the first time, then you won't need to do this, but we're going to make sure that our brush is on 0%, and then just want to go over our mask, and then we can just fix these pixels. There we go, looks good. And then we got some on his shoulder over here as well. If you did go into the background as well, you just press Command Z and that will undo it. And yeah, there we go. So now we got rid of those ugly pixels because they do look ugly. And now we're gonna double click on our lightning bolt. I should probably rename this just so it's a bit easier for you guys. So just put lightning, if I know how to spell it, lightning bolt. There we go. Just want to double click on it, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to outer glow, and now you can see we've got this really cool outer glow. I do have this preset from when I did this, from when I made the example, so you guys can just copy down the digits. You can just mess around with it. Like I said before, messing around with it is probably the best way to learn. But yeah, these are the digits I'm going to be using, so yeah, you can just copy them down. You can pause the video if you need to, and yeah, so that's basically how I do this tutorial. And that's basically how you do the lightning bolt. And you might go from this and add like maybe a curve or something, set it to luminosity and make an S-shaped curve like that, and then lower the opacity a bit, and yeah, and now we might add a light to the top. This is just me going on just me just designing for the hell of it, just to give you guys like an idea of what could look cool with that effect. So just kind of like that. And yeah, that's basically the tutorial, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, and don't forget to comment. And if you check out my other videos, my speed arts and tutorials, and you enjoy those as well, don't forget to subscribe. I've also been uploading to my Snapchat quite a bit. I always upload video previews, I always upload what video is going up that day, and I always talk to you guys in there as well. So yeah, my Snapchat is BazDZN, so add that if you want to talk to me or anything really. You want to see some video previews. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in my next video.